Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about waves. You might have experienced formation of waves on the surface of a still water by dropping some object inside it. So when you are dropping an object, that time basically you are creating a disturbance in the surface of water. So waves are defined as an oscillatory disturbance that travels through the medium. There are two kinds of waves, transverse waves and longitudinal waves. So first we will discuss about the transverse waves. Now let us have a look at the diagram. Let us now discuss the formation of transverse wave. So in case of transverse wave, as you can observe in the diagram, there is a rigid support and to which we can consider one rope which is attached to that. Now if I will shake the rope in up and down direction, there will be a formation of transverse wave inside this. So here you can observe that the wave is propagating in this direction horizontally, and the particles of the rope, they will vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. So when a transverse wave is created, the vibration of the particles of the wave, that is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. So this type of wave is called as transverse wave. So light, which is nothing but a form of an electromagnetic wave, is a transverse wave. Now let us discuss some basic terms about the wave. So when a wave is traveling through a medium, at that time the medium is divided into two parts. The upward part, we can call it as the crest. So there are alternate crests and troughs which are formed inside the medium. And there are some basic terms which we should know now. So first of all, we'll discuss about the amplitude. So amplitude is the maximum displacement from the mean position, that is called as the amplitude. Then wavelength. So wavelength is defined as the distance between the two successive particles which are in same phase. So this will denote the wavelength. It is denoted by the symbol lambda, and amplitude is denoted by A. Then we would like to define another term, that is frequency. So that is defined as the number of vibrations performed by any particle of medium per second. That will define the frequency of the wave. And the time period of the wave, it is the time that is required to complete one vibration by a particle of the medium, that is called as the time period. So these are the basic terms. So now we will have a look at the longitudinal wave. So let us now discuss about the longitudinal wave. So in case of longitudinal wave, what happens is that the direction of propagation of wave and the direction of vibration of the particles, it is in the same direction. So both are vibrating in the same direction. So that is how it is called as the longitudinal wave. So when a longitudinal wave travels through a medium, the medium is alternately divided into rarefactions and compressions. So as you can observe here, I have placed these lines apart. So there is a rarefaction here, and here there is a compression, and these compressions and rarefactions, they are present in the wave alternately. So this is how the longitudinal wave will propagate. So sound is nothing but a longitudinal wave. So now we will have a look at the models. So first of all, we'll discuss about the transverse wave. So I am going to use the model which was prepared by Dr. Arvind Gupta. So I have made a similar kind of model with the help of straw. So I will be using that for the transverse wave, demonstrating transverse wave, and I will be using a slinky to demonstrate the longitudinal wave. Now I am demonstrating a wave model. Here this is prepared with the gauze and sellotape. So we are holding it tightly in our hand. Now I will tap it at one end, and you can observe how the wave is created across this particular model. Now I will hold it slightly loosely and you can observe that the wave speed travels with a slower speed. So let us make it vertical now, and again I will tap it at one end. So when the wave is traveling, you can observe here that this will represent our transverse wave. So wave is traveling horizontally and the particles are vibrating perpendicular to it. So it is a transverse wave. Now I am twisting it, and we can explain certain basic terms for a wave. So here you can observe different things. The So we can explain different things here. The point of minimum displacement, that is called as node. The point of maximum displacement, that is called as antinode. We can define the amplitude of the wave, and also we can define the wavelength of a wave. In this video, I am showing you a crest and a trough formed in a transverse wave. So here I am showing you the longitudinal wave which is formed in a slinky. So when I am giving a jerk at one end of the slinky, a compression is created which will travel along the length of the slinky, and the compression will be followed by a rarefaction. So here you can observe the compression and rarefaction which is created in the wave. Now you must have understood how the transverse and longitudinal waves are formed. Do read more about this. Also try to find out what kind of waves are generated at the time of earthquake, and also through the string musical instruments. Thanks for watching.